What sort of results are you seeing from it then? It's, I'm sure a lot of people are listening to this thinking this sounds, amazing because, good marketing is talking to your audience, and there's no better way than if you're talking to them one on one. But then some might be thinking, crikey, it's a hell of a shift, isn't it? To sort of, ignore that sort of addressable market, if you like. But from your perspective, then what kind of results are you seeing from this shift?
So the first thing you're going to see, and you're going to start panicking, is less pipeline, less pipeline for sales. But then the other thing you're going to see is a crazy uptick in win rates, right? Because the idea is that it's a game of quality and not quantity, right? Your work, and I think that a good way to describe this approach is like it's an inch wide, a mile deep, versus that inch deep, mile wide of traditional, right? So you're working very deep on a subset of the market, but your ability to win in that subset grows. So you're going to see your average selling point, your ASP, going up, right? Because you're selling to the right accounts and you're focusing on the accounts that you can, that are the best fit and are willing to pay since they are such a good fit and since you can create such good value to them. You'll see, win rates go up because you're creating the right pipeline for sales. You will see the amount of leads and opportunities you create for sales going down, but that's fine. That's part of the approach. You just need to be aware of that. And then for us, at some point, the board and CEO came to me and said, "Listen, we need more opportunities." Fine, no worries. So let's grow the total addressable market or the selected addressable market.
Yeah.
And then as long as you can maintain the performance figures and you don't see diminishing returns in terms of the quality of the accounts and the spend that you have, you're able to grow that pool that you're working on to a certain extent, given the resources that you have, amount of salespeople that can deal with these accounts. Also, a big change that we did on the sales side here is that there's a cap on the amount of accounts a salesperson can hold at any given time.
Okay.
Prospecting and so on and so forth. So again, it always needs to be a balance of all of your resources in order to optimize your deliverables. So fine, you want to create more deals. Let's make sure that we have more salespeople that can, catch these opportunities and maximize them. And let's kind of like create a mechanism to prioritize accounts and put them into from the total addressable market into the selected addressable market. And that way you're able to create more opportunities.
And did you broaden on vertical then, or did you broaden on size of company? Which way did you go in order to sort of increase that pool or that list?
So it could be either, but for us, so our say total addressable market is somewhere in the realms of say 6,000-7,000 accounts.
Okay.
Our selected addressable market is more in the realms of 3,000-4,000, and so the ability to broaden is. Again, we still have a big chunk of accounts that we're not proactively targeting. If they come in organically because, I don't know, they heard of us from a friend of them, yes, we're definitely going to treat them. But we're not proactively putting effort and resource into those accounts. And then you want to take that subset and create some mechanism to prioritize between those accounts and then push them in and out. And there always needs to be a mechanism of account trading, right? Sometimes you just can't reach a certain account. So after how long do you say, okay, I've exhausted my efforts, let's trade them out and trade in another account, right? So you need to also have all those mechanisms in place. What happens with an account that we lost in the sales cycle? So there's also a treatment for closed lost accounts. There's kind of like a cool off period, and then specific marketing and communications that are relevant to the sale process that they've been through, right? So thinking of all of those variables in this equation is critical to the success of this program.